What's this? A letter for me.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Through the Mail Thursdays. For my 150th episode, I wanted to change it up a little bit. I wanted to share with you some autographs that maybe I haven't shared with you before on this channel. And if you recall, a little while back, I did a pickups video, and I'll put it up here in the corner, and I'll also link it at the end of this video and down in the description, about some American Bandstand cards. And I finally got a nice little collection of American Bandstand returns back in the mail, and I was just trying to figure out how I'm going to integrate them into the channel. So I thought, well, we're hitting the milestone 150, so why don't we use 150 as that milestone to introduce these cards. So I have 3 returns from the American Bandstand set that I'm going to share with you today. And one of those returns came in an oversized 8x10 envelope. So not only did this individual sign my cards, but he also included some other items as well. So let me jump right into this. And I'm going to share with you the very first one. And that is a return from Mr. Johnny Rivers himself. And an awesome, nice silver Sharpie on 2 of 2. And I'm going to tell you right now, some of you might be like, who's Johnny Rivers? I never even heard of the guy. Well, I guarantee you, you know his song. He is most famous for penning the song Secret Agent Man. And Secret Agent Man has been in so many movies over the years, including Austin Powers, Ace Ventura, on down the list. And that song is one of the most classic, iconic songs from the 1960s. And I guarantee you that maybe you don't know the name behind the man that wrote that song, but you definitely know that song. And because of copyright purposes, I cannot play excerpts of, obviously, music on my channel without, copyright and all that stuff. But what I can do is I can at least show you the album cover from each of these artists. So I'm going to show you, the Secret Agent Man album. So if you ever, really want to listen to it, I'll put the music down below in a link, in the description, so you can listen to Secret Agent Man if you, well, please, or go out and purchase the album, whether that's, physically or on Spotify or whatever, because I definitely want to give credit to these artists, not just for signing autographs, but for their awesome work. So Johnny Rivers had a couple other hits. He did some cover songs, like for example, he did a cover of Memphis written by Chuck Berry. But like I said, his biggest known hit is Secret Agent Man, which everybody in this civilization knows to this day. Anytime they have a spy movie of any sort, basically that song is played in some capacity. So I want to thank Mr. Rivers very much for signing my American Bandstand cards. Awesome song. One of the greatest songs of the 1960s. Alright, so this next one is very exciting to get back. And I'm going to guarantee you, every single one of you, maybe not if you're young, but I bet you have done this at a wedding or something at one point in your life. Everybody has danced to this song at least once in their life if they've ever danced. And that is a return from Chubby Checker himself on 2 back to me. He personalized 1 to Joel, Chubby Checker. And Chubby Checker is known for the twist. And everybody knows the twist. From your grandparents to a 4-year-old right now. If you play the twist, you have to do the twist. And all of us have done it, whether it's been at a dance, whether it's been at a wedding or whatever. Whenever the DJ plays the twist, everybody does the twist. That's dancing. And again, one of the most iconic songs in the history of music, I'm going to say the history of music, is the twist. And anybody who knows anything about music knows the twist. And this song, I can't even name the movies that's probably been in, because it's probably been in movies ever since it came out, to say it nicely. It is one of those songs that this guy wrote, and he made a career off of that song. And I'm not going to say he's a one-hit wonder, because he had other hits. but nothing as huge as the Twist. And everybody in the free world knows the Twist. So I'm very happy to report that I got Chubby Checker back 2 of 2 on 2 cards, which is just completely awesome. Now this final return I'm going to share with you, and I have to take these off screen because this is such an oversized envelope, is a return from one of the greatest musicians in my mind from the South, and that is Mr. Clarence Frogman Henry himself. And Clarence has 2 great songs, and we'll get to those in a second, but in addition to him, and he personalized both of them to me, which is fine, in addition to him signing both of these cards, you will not believe what he sent on his own dime to me. And that is a signed 8x10 made out to me. I'll zoom out so you can see it a little bit better. Clarence Frogman Henry. Then he personalized it to me. And the Sharpie wasn't the best that he used, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. It's free. And he sent a second photo, which is not quite 8x10, as you can see, of himself. And it actually has his phone number on there, but please don't call him. Or if you do, don't tell him you saw it on my channel. Let's just put it that way. But he also made that one out to me as well and signed that one, Frogman. And again, I can't really tell what he's trying to do with his signature there, but that's a lot of swooshes and swoops. But this was very, very nice of him to send both of these items to me, in addition to signing my American Bandstand cards. Sorry, that's upside down. In addition to signing those 2 cards, because all I sent were these 2 cards, and I got that 8.5 by 11 envelope back with his postage. He paid for the postage to send this to me. So let's talk about Frogman. He has 2 big hits, and they kind of spanned a couple years, what I'm going to say. One of his very early hits was I Ain't Got No Home. And it's one of those songs that is in one of my favorite movies all time, Lost Boys, and I'll show a picture of Lost Boys here. If you recall, it's the scene when Sam's sitting in the bathtub and Michael comes up the stairs to potentially attack his brother. That's what Sam's singing. Frogman is so unique, and he has the name Frogman because he can do so many different things with his voice. You know, it's almost like if Michael Winslow or somebody had a song. I mean, he can alter his voice with sounds and whatever. It's so neat to listen to that song, and it's one of the most iconic songs from that era, in my opinion. And it just brings back great memories. It's a great sing-along song. You know, definitely listen to it down here below. A great song to listen to. Now, another song, I would call it kind of like a ballad, would be the best way I could put it. It's not a rock and roll poppy song like I Ain't Got No Home. It's I Don't Know Why I Love You, But I Do. And most people know that song. It's been in a lot of movies, and you know, it's you know, still played on the radio on some of the oldies stations to this day. But that is also Clarence Henry singing that as well. And it's, you wouldn't think that if you listen to both songs separately that would be the same singer, but it really is. And it was just so awesome to add his autograph to my collection. I am so fortunate and happy that Mr. Henry signed these cards and included these photos, because he is one of the legends in music. And all 3 of these men are legends in music. I want to thank Mr. Henry very much for signing my cards. I want to thank Chubby Checker as well for signing my cards. And of course, Secret Agent Man himself, Mr. Rivers. I want to thank him as well. I don't want to cover up Clarence's head there because I might want to take a picture of that. But I want to thank you also for being on this trip with me for 150 episodes. As many of you know, some of you have been with me from the beginning, from episode 1. I just try to keep chugging along, and every week I will try to post a Through the Mail Thursday video, because that is the bread and butter of my channel. A lot of people have come to my channel because of the Through the Mail videos. Now, I have a lot of other videos on the channel. If you follow my channel, you know that. But I just want to say thank you for everyone that has been with me for 150 episodes. If you need some addresses of these guys, definitely shoot me an email. I'm not going to post it in the video, but I will be more than happy to steer you in the direction. With this being said, I'm also going to sprinkle in some more American Bandstand returns in my video. I recently got a bunch back in the mail, and unfortunately, somebody did pass away that I wrote, and that is Trini Lopez. So I'm going to put a little tribute to Mr. Lopez here at the end. I'm not going to expect to get those cards back because he passed away due to COVID. So thanks again for joining me. Look forward to your comments below. Let's go for another 150 episodes. Happy collecting.